Good morning. We are incredibly excited to be here to launch ShopLocal, an important initiative by the Bahamas Federation of Retails to help build a stronger economy, sustain local jobs, and share the many benefits of supporting local business. I want to thank all journalists, guests, and viewers for joining us for this virtual press conference. Amid an unprecedented economic recession, more than 45 local organizations have joined forces to launch ShopLocal. Our mission is to stimulate economic growth and build a community that thrives by encouraging citizens and residents to support local businesses by shopping at home. Our economic success and sustainability as a country is enhanced when we support the local economy, now more than ever, in light of the devastating impacts of COVID-19. The importance of spending dollars at home makes a tremendously positive impact to employment and their livelihoods. When local consumers shop local, they help to support thousands of existing local jobs and create new ones, build the economy by retaining monies within the community versus these funds going to a faraway corporation, and they grow entrepreneurship, innovation, and diversity in the local economy. Retailers, wholesalers, and manufacturers are the second largest private sector employers in the country, collectively employing more than 25,000 persons. Compromising of mostly small businesses, this sector's survival in the wake of a global pandemic relies heavily on a behavioral shift where local consumers predominantly shop at home. There is definitely strength in numbers, and Shop Local initiative is made possible by the support received from local entrepreneurs, SMEs, and a wider corporate community. Huge thanks from the Bahamas Federation of Retailers for the incredible support by so many businesses throughout our archipelago. We cannot thank you enough, and we wish every one of you a great holiday season of sales. If this is the first time you're hearing about this, we want to hear from you. Please do not hesitate to contact the Bahamas Federation of Retailers at bfretailers@gmail.com. We can then give you details on how to become a sponsor or a participant. We know that through collaboration and participation of retailers, wholesalers, and manufacturers nationwide, that our country becomes a better place for us all. It is our hope that this campaign will help to highlight the diverse selection of products that you can shop local through our participating merchants. I want to thank and recognize our proud sponsors, the Mullet Marathon, Nassau Cruise Port Limited, Southwest Plaza, AID, Furniture Plus, Graham Thompson, and the Bahamas Light Industries Development Council. The Shop Local campaign launches today, and it will run for a period of 10 weeks. We are so encouraged by the overwhelming support that we have received from the local business community, and we hope to be able to extend the campaign beyond this period for more time with the more people that sign on. During the campaign, we will share the value of shopping locally through radio, newspaper ads, billboards, social media, and potentially television. We hope to share knowledge about the direct connection between purchase decisions, national employment, and our economy's health. We are incredibly proud to share this campaign was developed and executed by a team of Bahamian millennials. Everything from the branding, the jingle, the billboard, the designs, website development has been executed by a dynamic team of young Bahamians. We hope this important initiative will help change consumers' hearts, minds, and shopping behaviors to strengthen local businesses, our economy, and our collective standard of living. At this time, I'd like to invite Kyle Williams to bring brief remarks.
Thank you. Okay, good morning. My name is Kyle Williams, Head of Sales and Marketing at Carpet World and also Cabinet World. Of course, we are extremely excited to be a part of the Shop Local campaign this year, as it's a great initiative for us as Bahamian businesses to kind of come together and work together on increasing sales and exposure for our businesses. As we know, this year has been extremely challenging due to COVID-19 and all of the restrictions that were put in place in order to mitigate the spread of the virus. So this, of course, took a toll on our business. But of course, it's extremely important that we continue our economy and we're able to still provide jobs and opportunities for Bahamians across the entire nation. At Carpet World, of course, the way our business is set up, in terms of heading into the holiday seasons is when we have a lot of most of our sales. As people tend to stay at home a little bit more, have small gatherings with family and friends. So it's absolutely important for us to be able to provide our product and services during this time. The Shop Local campaign is going to be great because, like we know, we want to keep funds in the Bahamas. That way, if you shop local, you're able to provide jobs for persons, and it's a trickle down effect. That's where they spend money with other small businesses, the food stores, the street vendors, whoever is needed in order to keep business and the economy going. So we're really excited. It's going to be a great campaign that we're looking forward to for the number of weeks, and just ultra important for everyone involved that we continue this and we make it the best that we can.
Good day. I'm Carla Moss Fitzgerald. I am the Marketing Director at the Mall at Marathon Limited. It is indeed a pleasure to be able to join with this fantastic program and this Shop Local campaign, because as the Mall at Marathon, our goal is to get people to shop locally. And it is definitely my job and very important to us to encourage people to support local businesses to build a healthy economy. The Mall at Marathon has been around for over 30 years, and many people, the millennials that you spoke about, don't know the Bahamas, don't know Nassau without the Mall at Marathon. It's like always been there, and we would like that to continue. So we would need the support of citizens and residents of the Bahamas to be able to continue that. Brick and mortar stores traditionally have been dwindling. Their strength has been dwindling due to a lot more people becoming more social with technology, and so they're shopping online. But what we have found at the Mall at Marathon is that a number of the people that tend to shop online, they don't realize the overall cost of it. They're saying, "Oh, I see it online, and it's $4.99. Why is it $500 here? Why is it $1,500 here?" Well, of course, then you have to factor in the duties and the shipping costs and all of that into it. And so therefore, there are a lot of things that you're not considering. You're considering apples with oranges. So we want to, through this campaign, let people know that the prices in the shops are fair. We would have like the sports center, you go in and there are shoes there, the local price is just not much different than you would find online. So we encourage you to shop locally at the Mall at Marathon, as well as all of the other fine businesses that are in the area, because the job you save may be your own. So in short, basically for us, it was a tremendous pleasure to be able to support this campaign, because we realize that shopping locally is a great benefit to the economy as well as to you. You have the added benefit of convenience. If you want something, it's available right away. You don't have to wait and wonder if the plane came in or wonder if your item will get here on time. Then there's the notion of things fitting. Sometimes the sizes in different places are a lot different than you would find if you go into the store and try something on. One brand might fit one way from Europe, but then if you use the same brand and you get it from Latin America, say, it's a different size. So if you come into a store, you can try it on, it works, it fits, and that is a definite benefit for shopping locally, as well as personalized customer service. That is important as well, because you go into stores, and a lot of people complain all the time about customer service, but it's there. How many times you go into a store and you're greeted by name, or they know, "Oh, I have something here that just came in. You may like this because this is the type of thing you generally buy." And so all of those added conveniences are great for local shopping. And at the Mall at Marathon, then we have ample parking, we have security, police on property, all that sort of stuff. It's very convenient to shop there. And we want to be the only name you think of when you decide, "I want to buy something." Please don't think about Amazon or Walmart, because we're here, we're supporting your healthy family, your healthy economy, the growth of the nation. And at this difficult time, we are very happy at the Mall at Marathon to partner with the Shop Local program and the campaign. And it was a great effort on your behalf to launch it and put it forth. And we are happy to support it.
Hi, good morning. My name is Carla Wells Lascaris, and I'm the Vice President of the Bahamas Light Industries Development Council, or BLIDC. The BLIDC is an industry organization which seeks to promote and protect Bahamian businesses that can proudly say that their products are made in the Bahamas. This ranges from jam producers to door and window producers to bleach manufacturers. We were very excited when we became aware of the Shop Local campaign. It is always important to purchase from local businesses, but now so more than ever. Many Bahamian businesses across the industry spectrum and chain of islands have been decimated by the COVID-19 pandemic. With the holiday season upon us, we are hopeful that Bahamians will support local businesses, shop local, and buy Bahamian. When you purchase from Bahamian businesses, you support Bahamian jobs. The complete listing of our members can be found on our website, blidc.org, and buy Bahamian.
Good morning. My name is Amanda Friedman. I am Communications Manager at Nassau Cruiseport Limited. Nassau Cruiseport Limited is pleased to support the Bahamas Federation of Retailers Shop Local campaign. 2020 has been an unprecedented and very challenging year for business owners all over the world, but as we are painfully aware, it has been especially challenging and difficult for business owners here in the Bahamas. Nassau Cruiseport Limited is engaged in a $250 million project which will expand and revitalize the cruise port on Prince George Wharf. One of our priorities is to support our local community as extensively as possible, especially the business owners who work within and around the port area. Their success is our success. Bahamian businesses are the backbones of our communities, and our local economy puts food on the tables of many Bahamian families. We encourage all Bahamians to shop local to support Bahamian jobs. When you shop local, every dollar that you spend assists your loved ones, neighbors, and friends. The impact is immediate and direct. We need to help each other and lean on each other now more than ever. Our nation's survival depends on it. We applaud the Bahamas Federation of Retailers for bringing this important issue to the forefront and are thrilled to support this promotion as we work towards building a brighter future for all Bahamians. Thank you.
At this stage, we have about 45 companies on board, and we're hoping to grow, and we're hoping that even with this press conference alone, more people hear about us and come on board.
Okay, surprisingly, yes, we have had a number of people come in to inquire about shop space, and that is generally the tradition during the Christmas shopping season anyway. People are more interested in retailing during that time. With regard to the COVID-19 situation and the economic downturn, we haven't had that many stores leave for that reason. We had 2 stores whose leases have come to an end and they've declined to re-sign. We had a few of the smaller stores. There was a massage kiosk and a virtual reality thing, because if you're not able to come out and touch and feel and whatnot, those smaller kiosks had reason to close due to COVID-19, but we haven't lost significantly a large amount of stores. We're hoping that most stores can continue to hold on.
We're actually hoping to be able to extend it past 10 weeks, and we're looking at that at the moment. We need more support. We need more businesses to come on board and support the initiative. We're working very hard on our side to get the message out. And as I said earlier, if we haven't gotten to you, we do want to hear from you. We want this to feel like a very inclusive program, and we're hoping to get, it's an important message. And I think, as we say, together we're much stronger and we'll get it out quicker. So we are trying to extend it, and I actually think we will be successful in extending it. So we'll hopefully be able to get news out to that soon. You have to look at the bigger picture this year. Businesses have taken a huge hit all over the Bahamas. A lot of retailers have really only been able to operate with their doors open for a few months this year. And I know that everyone's worked really hard to have product and be ready for the Christmas season. The value add is that you're supporting your community, you're supporting jobs, you're supporting the Bahamian economy. Basically, it's as simple as that. When you shop at home, you're helping everybody out. It's really probably the most simple message out there. It's important. Every time you shop on Amazon, you take your Bahamian dollar and you put it into the States or wherever you're buying from. Small businesses in particular have been hit very hard. And I know that a lot of smaller businesses, this Christmas will be make or break for them. And reduce sales.
Well, thankfully, many of our members actually were deemed essential service providers. And so many of our members were able to operate throughout the course of the pandemic. Of course, with the hotels closed, that had a negative impact on almost everybody. At the end of the day, those Bahama and Atlantis alone represent big accounts for a lot of our members. And not only that, then their employees not having an income had, a negative impact. However, we have powered through. The LIDC alone employs over 4,000 Bahamians. And so we're proud that we were able to keep most of those individuals employed. And similar to what Alana said, I mean, this year we just need people to support our members. We need people to buy in the local economy. I think if I were to add anything to Chester's question is, we hear John Roll about once a month talking about the reserves. It's a big issue. I mean, our livelihood really depends on the one-to-one pay, and we need to keep as much currency in this economy as possible. And so I think people just need to like Alana said, kind of take one for the team, and we need to support each other where possible. And I think companies have done, by and large, a really good job of digitizing their offering, upgrading their websites, having WhatsApp as an option. So I think this holiday season, we really need to just reach out and figure out, what can we buy local? Well, I think there's a lot of things that the government can do. I've had the opportunity to review the recommendations from the Economic Recovery Committee, and I think one of the recommendations that would be beautiful if it was adopted would be trying to get some of the bigger investments that get tax concessions from the government to buy local, so that we understand that typically items are more expensive when they are procured within the economy. But as Carla, elaborated, there's a lot that goes into that makes the product more expensive. And so a lot of these investors, when they come in, they get the tax concessions, and their first instinct is to purchase all those items abroad. I think greater dialogue needs to happen between the investor through Bahamas Investment Authority and the local business to find ways that we can supply more of these developments. I always say, at the beginning of COVID, my joke was, it can be challenging enough to get into some of the larger hotels. And, the two large properties are at least in our face. We can see Atlantis and we can see Bahama. When Cat Key got their first case, I'm on Google, like, where is Cat Key? It's a whole development. So, there's a lot of developments across our 700 islands that we don't even know are there. And so if we don't know they're there, then how can a Bahamian business really do business with that entity? So I think the government creating linkages would be beneficial. And there's
a lot of businesses have done their best to get their websites updated, but there is huge cost involved with getting your website up and running and making it a WooCommerce site where you can place orders online. And unfortunately this year, whereas I know a lot of businesses would love to be able to do that, it's almost like you need an entire new person to hire an entire person to manage the website, to get the website up and running. You've got to get your product up there. It's actually a massive undertaking. And smaller businesses, I know, will struggle at this stage and have been struggling to get that up and running. What people have been doing, which is second best, I suppose, to shopping online, is you can get in contact via WhatsApp. So if you're not comfortable to go in, I know that Bahamas Federation of Retail has put out guidelines for shops, and people are following them strictly so that you can shop safely. And there's only a certain amount of people allowed in at the same time. But with regards to online, everybody is doing their best, but it has been an incredibly challenging year. And coming from before the pandemic, when that was just not how Bahamians shopped at all, to through a pandemic when things were done, to now invest in websites, WooCommerce, getting somebody to manage the website, getting photographs up and things like that. It's very challenging, and some businesses can't quite get it done at the moment. So there are other ways, WhatsApping, calling. I know people are working really hard, curbside. So we have adapted, but I know there has been questions around the online, but there's a reason why people haven't jumped on as quickly as some would like. I think that has helped hugely, but I think one of the problems is that a lot of people don't know that actual clothing and shoes and certain items are duty free. So essentially, when you shop at the Sports Center, Rubens, place, wherever you're going to shop, those shorts are at U.S. prices plus shipping. So it is the same. By the time you've flown to Florida and bought the same pair of shorts, it's cheaper to get it here. And I'm hoping that we get that message across as well, because it has been a very good initiative. And I know that I didn't know that. I think a lot of people don't know that a lot of things are duty free. So they have been making an effort to encourage Bahamians to shop at home.
Okay. In my presentation, I made mention of people not comparing apples to apples. They're comparing apples to oranges. And a lot of people are not tech savvy enough to realize that there are additional costs. Because we've seen people that there's a second market for items that are brought in from shippers that then they have to resell in order to cover the cost of somebody bringing it in, then they can't pay, because sometimes some of the items based on dimensional weight, by the time you pay that, you're paying more than you would have paid for the item so now there's a second market. Okay, so the second market still helps the shipping company, but really when you compare it, the person is at a loss because they've already paid for the item. Now they have to turn around and leave it there and try to find the item locally. And so for what it's worth, it's just cheaper and easier to shop where you can touch, feel, see, know what it is you're getting, and then move on from that. And on the subject of retailers having getting their websites ready and whatnot, we know, like for Kelly's, for example, Kelly's was already in process of getting their online, the e-commerce store set up. But of course, with a store like Kelly's, we talk about small retailers, but then a store like Kelly's with, like thousands of items, it's so much easier to say, okay, you can sell certain products online because a 3/4 inch pipe is a 3/4 inch pipe. But when it comes to like bedding or dishes or something like that, and they have all those departments, then taste varies so widely that you're not sure what all that you can display on a website. And then a website becomes cumbersome with 40,000 items on it. And so to narrow it down. So I know like larger stores are having a challenge as well. And there are some things that it's just difficult to shop for that shop for online.
Thanks so much for joining us. And we look forward to your support. And I really hope it's a strong and positive message that gets out there, because it's a time when we all need to band together and make an effort. So thank you very much.